And so
Yeah.
you knew that you had the connective tissue. We always had our eye on the Justice League kind of concept, as we were working.
Which makes sense. We
And
knew that.
so I believe we had an outline for Justice League that we just kind of generated while we were writing Batman vs. Superman, just kind of like over to the side.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to be sure we were supporting this long look with what we were writing for Batman vs. Superman. And, there's all this weirdness in Batman vs. Superman anyway that eventually would make its way into Justice League that I was really adamant about, post-apocalyptic or any of that stuff, where I was really like, I really want to do this.
Here we
When
go.
Darkseid destroys Earth, we're
Look
going
at
to
that
have
scene, chat.
10 years of no
Look
Earth.
at this scene.
So we should figure out what Batman's doing. Yeah, in the Road Warrior Earth. What is Batman in Road Warrior? So that was kind of like a big thing to me. That was the thing I really wanted to get to.
First and foremost, it is wild to see the Russo brothers and Zack Snyder sitting down talking about the Justice League. All we freaking need is like James Gunn and Kevin Feige, and then that's like the superhero.
No, let me stop. Let me stop this needless glazing real quick, Ariz. You were good to stop with the Russo brothers and Zack Snyder. You don't need to include those two clowns on the left there. You really don't. At some point, guys, we got to knock it off with the needless glazing. Right? We have an epidemic in this country right now of warrantless glazing for losers that we should not be glazing at all. Right? You'll never see me glaze anybody, chat. You'll never see me glaze anybody. Except for Zack Snyder. But he has talent, right? He has talent. I think we can all agree. Zack Snyder actually has talent. He actually had a vision, right? These two doofuses on the left here, right? James Gunn and Kevin Feige, they destroy franchises. That's the difference here, Ariz. And I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm really not. But this was probably one of the stupidest takes I've ever seen. Right? Oh, this is the superhero Justice League or whatever the hell you said. It's not. Right? We got the Russo brothers who gave us probably one of the greatest runs in live action comic book movies, right? Leading up to Endgame. The Avenger movies. Started off with Winter Soldier all the way up to Endgame. One of the greatest runs ever. You have Zack Snyder. Gave us the best DC live action content we've ever gotten. The SnyderVerse. And who do we got? Who do we got on the left right there? We got Kevin Feige, who had the MCU and he turned it into the MCU. Destroyed Marvel. Kevin Feige is the Kathleen Kennedy of Marvel. He destroyed that entire franchise, chat, and you know this. Then you got James Gunn. James Gunn was brought in foolishly, right? And I don't put any of the blame on Warner Brothers. They didn't know. We didn't know, right? We thought that okay, maybe he can come in and save what remains of the DC universe. Maybe he's gonna do something with it. That's what he does. This is what this dummy's doing. Right? You got all these characters, all these DC characters. And you're giving us a Jimmy Olsen show? That's what you're doing, James Gunn? You're giving us a Jimmy Olsen show. Who the hell wants to see this garbage? Again, you have probably some of the best fictional characters ever created. I mean, hell, you can why not give us like a Wildcat show? Right? If you don't want to go like if you don't want to spend everything in the bank, you want to keep things a little bit more down to earth, give us a Wildcat show. Give us a proper Green Arrow show. Give us something, a fucking Jimmy Olsen show? That's what you're going to give us? No, chat. No. I again, I love Ariz. I love Variant Comics. Go check him out on YouTube. One of the OGs when it comes to content creating with the whole comic book thing. But this is probably one of the worst takes I've ever heard. Like including those two with the, like you know where when you got the horse, where's that meme? The horse meme. Where's the horse drawing meme? This is it right here. This is it right here. Right here, chat. Right here in the very beginning, that's where you got your Zack Snyder. You got the Russo brothers. And then in the middle, I'll put Kevin Feige in the middle. Before his mind was polluted with the woke mind virus, before he decided to bend the knee to the DEI gods, he was like right here, and this over here, this the head. No, not even the head. The foot. That's James Gunn. Right here. That's James Gunn right there. Again, this is probably one of the worst takes ever in the history of time. And I'm sorry, Aries, but at some point, we gotta watch the glazing. I get it. You want the access. You don't want to be controversial. You want to get invited to the premieres. You want to get the inside scoops. I understand all of this. I am not shaming you for this. But it is a little disgusting. It really is. This right here is just a little gross. I ain't going to hold you. We need to start, chat, we need to start a rehab for people that just glaze for no reason. Right? Like, I get it. You choose your guy and you're you're a ride or die, bro. You are never letting off. Right? That's what's going on right here with Aries, and I'm not trying to disrespect them. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, chat. I'm not trying to do it. But it's like, at some point, bro, you got to get off, bro. You got to get off. I mean, James Gunn already finished, and he's still holding on. At some point, you got to get off. That's all I'm saying, chat. At some point, you got to get off. Right? He already gave us this, right? We tried it. It didn't work. It wasn't for us. Wasn't a real Superman. It was garbage. It was trash. Right? It's time to get off. We'll give you a pass, Aries. We'll give you a pass for the glazing. I mean, I get it. You try to give it a chance. I understand. We'll give you a pass. If we'll give you a chance to come back. You were a Snyder bro at one point, maybe not admittedly, but you certainly did support the SnyderVerse. You were critical like most of us, all of us. I think we were all critical, right? We were never like, oh, this is great no matter what. No, I was very critical when Batman versus Superman came out. Very, very critical. I thought it was horrible. And then I saw the extended cut. I'm like, okay, I see the vision. I see the vision. Same thing with Justice League. I saw it. I'm like, bro, this is dog shit. And then we come to find out that wasn't Zack Snyder's vision. That his vision was that of the Snyder Cut. Right? We Snyder Bros came in full effect. We actually got shit done. We made that movie come out. And it's probably one of the best comic book movies of all time. I don't think I'm wrong in saying that. And Aries was there with us. Anyway. Shout out to Aries, bro. Shout out to Aries. I like Aries. I like variant comics. But this ain't it, chat. Let's finish listening to it. Let's give him a chance. Maybe he changes his mind.
Movie gods right there, like the people behind the scenes who bring us all these amazing films. If you don't know, Russo brothers, they directed Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, now Avengers Doomsday, and Secret Wars. And Zack Snyder, obviously, Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League, Snyder Cut. He was like kind of running all the DC Extended Universe stuff. In any case, so interesting to see him talk about his process to the Russo brothers, who were very successful with their Avengers films. But, the Justice League didn't turn out that way. Like, I really like the Snyder Cut. I really, really do.
There he is. I like this, Aries. This is real.
But like we all know how, you know, the Whedon cut came first and things were just falling apart and people didn't like this, they didn't like that. It just didn't go the way everyone wanted it to go. But like the 10 years of Batman being a road warrior on Earth, dude, after Darkseid like killed all of Earth, I said it before. I wasn't a big fan of the DCEU overall, but I would love to see Snyder continue his vision in the Elseworlds universe. The Batman, you know, Pattinson Batman, that is Elseworlds. So like, give us this Elseworlds and keep James Gunn doing his main.
No, I take it all back. Aries, you can go. We're done. We are done. I am breaking up with you, Aries. We are over. I cannot stand. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I cannot stand. Again, I give him a chance. He's doing well, right? He's doing well. You know, he got up, and at least in this video, he got off. He's off, and he jumps back on. Now, you know, James Gunn is laying there like, whoa. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, chat? Anyway.
DCU continuity movie stuff, right? But I would like to see this finished.
No, bro, we're good. We're revoked. The Snyder bro card is revoked, Aries. It's done. Anyway, chat, let me know what you think down in the comments. And like always, don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.